What if everything you see is only 1% of reality? What if invisible worlds are dancing before your eyes right now, but your mind is too busy to notice them? What if reality is a book you're reading in the dark, unaware that you're missing entire chapters? Ordinary people trust only their eyes and what they can touch. The wise know that the most important things are invisible, like the wind. The wind cannot be grasped, yet it moves mountains. True vision is born when the inner dialogue ceases. Buddha said, "The mind is the main barrier between man and truth." Dhammapada chapter 3. Today I will reveal 3 forbidden Zen practices that will teach you to see with your heart, without esotericism, through the science of consciousness. These practices are hidden in your daily rituals: a cup of morning tea, a walk in the rain, or waiting in line at the store. Are you ready to open the third eye you already have? Buddha said, "Truth is not in sight, but in vision." Today I will show you 3 forbidden Zen steps that will teach you to see not with your eyes, but with your heart. There is no mysticism, only pure consciousness science. Step 1. Destroy the mirror of the mind. Imagine you are looking at a river, but you don't see water. You only see your reflection. This is how our mind works. It replaces reality with its projections. The lost see the world as a dream. The awakened see the dream as the world. Lankavatara Sutra. Our minds project our fears and desires onto reality, just as a dirty mirror distorts a reflection. Take a cup of tea. Look at it without naming it. Cup. Hot. When a thought arises, whisper, "It just is. I just see." Repeat until your mind is silent for 10 seconds. When a thought arises, the cup is beautiful. Imagine it dissolving into thin air. Repeat. Thought is smoke. Reality is wind. Close your eyes. Hold the feeling of clear vision without internal dialogue. Research from MIT confirms that label neurons are turned off during such observations, revealing a pure sensory experience and activating the insular lobe of the brain, the intuition zone. The mind is the greatest illusionist. It turns emptiness into forms. Dhammapada chapter 3. Mirror neurons create projections. Zen calls this dust on the mirror of the soul. Tomorrow morning, look at any object, a cup, a tree, or a cloud, for 5 minutes. With every thought of, "This is beautiful," or "This is ugly," whisper, "This simply is. I simply see." Are you looking at the cup or at your thirst? Step 2. Listen to the silence between the notes. The Zen master asked his disciple, "Can you hear the babbling of the stream?" The disciple replied, "Yes." The master said, "Then you cannot hear the most important thing, the silence from which it arises. Silence is the language of the gods. Words are the whisperings of demons." Udana 6.4. The disciple asked the master, "How can I hear the truth?" Master Ikkyu replied, "Strike the bell, and you will hear eternity, both before and after the ringing." Do you hear? The truth is in the echo, not the sound. The river does not carry the sound. The sound carries the river. Turn on music without vocals, with sharp transitions, such as jazz or ethnic drums. Focus not on the notes, but on the pauses between them. For 3 minutes, become an ear that hears silence. Close your eyes. Focus not on the melody, but on the pauses between the notes. With each drop in volume, inhale and mentally draw a circle. At the peak of the sound, exhale and break the circle. At the 3rd minute, say, "In this emptiness, my true self resides." Silence is the mother of sound. I am the child of both. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. Heart Sutra. A 2023 study by Kyoto University showed that focusing on silence synchronizes the brain's alpha rhythms, opening access to intuition, and fMRT studies show that silence activates the insular lobe, which is responsible for intuition. If the universe speaks in silence, why do you shout all the time? Which is more important? Words or the silence between them? Pause the video and do step 2 now. Step 3. Become the shadow of light. When the observer disappears, the illusion of separation disappears. Diamond Sutra, Chapter 10. Once, Buddha pointed to his shadow and said, "See, it does not exist without light, but light does not exist without darkness either." This is how the vision of the whole is born. Just as the observer influences reality in quantum physics, your eye distorts your vision. On a sunny day, stand next to a tree. Don't look at the tree or its shadow. Look at the space between them. Breathe in the phrase, "I am not the observer. I am the observation." Notice when your shadow merges with the tree's shadow. Breathe in the phrase, "I am not the viewer. I am the vision itself." When the shadows merge, shout, "Who is observing?" No one. When your mind cries out, "This is meaningless," logically smile and say, "Exactly." Take a photo of the merged shadow. Delete the photo immediately as an exercise in non-attachment. The act of observation changes reality. Zen eliminates the observer. What remains is pure experience. Experiments at Stanford prove that defocusing your vision activates the right hemisphere, responsible for holistic perception. What will remain of you if reality ceases to be reflected in your thoughts? Quantum physics confirms that the observer influences reality. Zen removes the observer, leaving only pure perception. When the division between I and not I disappears, all-seeing consciousness awakens. Lankavatara Sutra. Who are you without the label, the person who watches? Bonus: the 7-second rule. Scientists have discovered that the brain registers false images in 0.5 seconds. Zen masters call this the instant judgment trap. When you see a stranger or object, wait 7 seconds before making a mental assessment. Whisper, "I see beyond labels." Research from Kyoto University proves that this increases activity in the fusiform gyrus, which is responsible for recognizing essence. Bonus: the sandglass of reality. Buddha taught, "Anitya, impermanence, is the key to vision." Modern science calls this neuroplasticity. In the evening, recall 3 things that seemed important in the morning but have already lost their significance. Touch your forehead and say, "My mind is creating a mirage. I am erasing it." Why are these practices forbidden? Zen masters did not hide them out of fear, but rather because the simple nature of them frightens those who seek complexity. As Rinzai said, "The truth is that you already hear the birds singing." Buddha said, "Don't believe words, become a laboratory of your soul." Try these practices. While you are doubting, reality slips away. Choose one step today. Don't try to see auras. Try to see the pain in the eyes of a passerby. Hear a plea in the silence of the night. Read the history of the universe in a crack in the asphalt. Write in the comments, "Today I will start with a step." Let this be your gift to the world, a drop of awareness in an ocean of illusions. If this video touched your soul, subscribe, but not for me. Do it for the one who has always seen the invisible in you. Your inner vision does not need to be activated. It sleeps under a mountain of labels. Remove them, and you will see that the world has always been a magical mirror waiting for your awakening.